Hotel Echo Lima Lima Oscar. Good afternoon from London, England, or should I say, good morning to you guys. Whether you're having a good breakfast, early jog, or you're already at work. Um, Good evening to you guys. Whether you're listening to me while driving your cars, stopping and watching me on your tablets, your phones, or allow me to say good night and rest well to those who work hard. You know what they say, no rest for the wicked. Just bear with me, please. Oh, dear. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, there we go. Get some light in. There we go. Right. This is a roundup of all the Premier League games with all the goals with it from all the 10 fixtures played over the course of the weekend. Now, before I get going, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me, yeah? In abundance. Do me a favor and share this channel virally, especially all over the world, yeah? Especially to your friends and your relatives. And on top of that, yeah, um, any any comments? Oh well, I say comments. Any opinions? Your thought of certain games that you were at. If you were at any game and you want to leave a response, drop it in the comment section below, where positive feedback lives as far as DLG repping is concerned. That's Delhi, London, Guna, Space, Romeo, Echo, Papa, Papa, Indigo, November. On top of that, yeah, help me by subscribing to the channel, please. Smash that subscribe button for me, left, right, and center. The aim is to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's the aim, and that's where we're going. So get subscribing. Let's keep this channel growing as far and as big as possible. With my consistency and your love and your support, we can get there, yeah? Let's go. So the first game of the weekend was at St. James's Park. Newcastle United beat Liverpool. First opening 10 minutes, Newcastle took the game to Liverpool. I thought they were quite sharp in their attack. Very up for it, as you can see. Well, the crowd were very up for it. A tough ground to go to nowadays of recent weeks and months. They won 6 on the spin, and Liverpool knew they were going to be in for a battle. And they started off sharply. However, Liverpool, after 15 minutes, they got to their strike. They got to their rhythm. Or should I say, how do I word it? Sorry, they got hold of the ball. The rhythm was there, excuse me. And they got a goal that was well deserved. Now, there was a talking point there. The tackle by James Milner on Fabian Schär. When you look at the replay again and again and again, James Milner wins the ball, and that leads to Liverpool's goal. And it was well built. It was well worked by the Liverpool attacking players. Naby Keita cuts inside the goalkeeper, past him, and slots it into the back of the net. 1-0 Liverpool. Liverpool had a number of chances to put the game to bed. If you look at the second half, Jota, Sadio Mane before Jota, and then Bruno Guimaraes with Newcastle's only shot on target in anger. Wherever Liverpool held on and got the job done. Excuse me. So it finished Newcastle United 0, Liverpool 1. That took them top of the table. Next game, Aston Villa v Norwich. Now, Norwich knew if they can somehow find a win, they can stay in the Premier League for another season. But the way the game was going, Norwich gave themselves an opportunity, or half an opportunity. However, Aston Villa, well, they were always on the front foot, and Ollie Watkins does what he does best, and that's put the ball into the back of the net. And he picks up yet another Premier League goal. In the second half, yeah, Thriller was still very much on the front foot. However, Norwich created opportunities on the counter attack, but I think the only shot on target they had was the free kick that was well saved by Emiliano Martinez. And then Danny Ings in the 92nd minute sealed the win for Aston Villa, which sent Norwich City back to the Championship. And it's been a poor season all around for them. They know that. Their manager gave an honest assessment at the post-match interview on Match of the Day. However, it finished Aston Villa 2, Norwich City 0. Next game, Southampton v Crystal Palace. Now, Southampton started off the brighter of the two teams. They were more efficient, a lot more sharper, if I dare say that. And Romeo gets a very good goal for them. And it was well worked and well deserved for their bright start. Crystal Palace did keep going. They didn't have their heads down, and I suppose towards the second half they were more effective. And Eze gets a good finish on his weaker side on a volley from a cross from Nathaniel Klein, I believe. Palace had their tails up after that. Southampton still were forking out chances to win the game, but the game was won in stoppage time in the 92nd minute. Wilfried Zaha, moment of brilliance, and he gets the goal. Or was it a penalty? Palace fans remind me of the outcome of that Wilfried Zaha's goal. However, it finished Southampton 1, Palace 0. Southampton 1, Palace 2. Watford v Burnley. This is a game that Watford needed to win, as well as Burnley. So it was a massive 6-pointer down Vicarage Road. And Watford were on the front foot. They started off brightly. Burnley defended as well as they could. However, they were breached early on in the first half. And I think it was a Dennis shot off the bar, hit Tarkowski, off him into the net, 1-0, own goal by James Tarkowski. He was unlucky. He couldn't really get out of the way in the good of nick time. However, in the second half, I think Watford were before the second half. Let's stick to the first half. I thought Watford were on the ascendancy, although Dwight McNeil, he caused Watford some problems on their left hand side. He's right, and he was getting shots off. I think Nick Pope had to make vital saves. And in the second half, for me, it was only one team that was going to score an equaliser, and Burnley got the equaliser. I think Vidra got the goal. Good finish for me. And 3 minutes later, 3 minutes later, Branhill gets the winning goal. I mean, there were two late goals in the 83rd and 86th minute that hit a body blow to the Hornets' chances of staying in the Premier League, and that's for Roy Hodgson. He has to pick them up as soon as possible because they've got to go again. However, Burnley, they're now fifth from bottom, and they're looking like they're heading towards safety for yet another season. It finished Watford 1, Burnley 2. Wolverhampton Wanderers v Brighton Hove Albion at Molineux, that was. And I've spoken highly about the midfield trio of Basuma, Caicedo, and Nwepo from a neutral point of view. I've observed this game, and I feel that Wolverhampton Wanderers were not at their best, and Brighton took the game to them, and they went 1-0 up. I think it was McAllister with a goal, and before you know it, they were 2 goals to the good, and you have to say it was well deserved. I can't remember the goal scorers here. However, Wolves did create opportunities in that game, but just wasn't to be. So the third goal was scored by a Brighton player. I think McAllister got one, and I'm pretty sure someone in the midfield got on the score sheet. Brighton fans, I can't remember the name of your goal scorers, but you can be helping me out by leaving it in the comment section below. I think the way Brighton performed, they were worthy of the win, and there's no complaint by Bruno Lodge. Although I haven't heard his post-match comments. It finished Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Brighton Hove Albion 3. Leeds United v Man City. A game where Man City were always going to be favourites to get the 3 points. It's just how they're going to win. And well, a free kick. I think Leeds were pretty much organised at the back until Dallas gave away a stupid free kick, outswinging free kick, and Laporte got a good header, glanced it onto the back stick, 1-0 to the Man City, and then Leeds poured forward to try and get an equaliser. And Junior Firpo had a great chance in the first half, but the thing is, he was leaning back, and as he had the shot, which was just over the bar. And in the second half, for me, Man City were in the ascendancy all the way through that second half, in control of the ball, and it's no surprise they get the second goal through Nathan Ake from a set piece situation, and then moments later, Jesus gets onto the score sheet again. He's on fine form, 5 league goals in 2-3 league games. So that tells you the splendid form he was on. And there's rumours that his deal to Arsenal is off. Well, I ain't heard anything concrete on it, but if I do, I'll try and do some reports over it. On top of that, Man City was so in the ascendancy, and they get a 4th goal. Don't know if Jack Grealish was on the pitch to score that goal. Man City scored the 4th, and it was a stylish win. Typical Pep Guardiola teams winning in style. Finished Leeds United 0, Manchester City 4. Next games, 3 games on Sunday. Everton v Chelsea. Now, this was a must-win for Everton. They started off this game 5 points adrift from bottom Burnley, I believe, or Watford, one of the two. They needed the 3 points, and heroics by Jordan Pickford, by far my man of the match of that game. Watching the highlights, Everton did create opportunities. They performed as well as they could. I think every player in their team performed as well as they could. And in the second half, they got the goal that was warranted. I mean, their fans, well, the terraces at Goodison Park was electrifying. They were there way before the players drove into the stadium, and they were vocal in their protests as well. And outside of the ground, that's the reports I've heard. But when they were in the ground, they were vocal, and they got the goal they deserved. Richarlison on the score sheet. Chelsea did everything. They threw everything to get the equaliser. It just wasn't to be. And Everton defended well. And Yerry Mina was at the heart of it. And you could see that he was missed. So in all, it was Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Next game from the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Tottenham Hotspur v Leicester City. A good game in the making. However, I think Leicester started off brightly. They created opportunities early in the first half. I think one from, if not Harvey Barnes, someone else. There were more than a couple of chances created by the Leicester City team, and they just couldn't take their opportunities. And then Tottenham got on the ascendancy, and Harry Kane, yes, again on the score sheet again for the Spurs. I hope he's playing for a move. It would be nice to know if he's playing for a move. I wonder who's going to want to buy him. Time will tell. Then you look at the Second goal, typical Tottenham Hotspur goal, well taken and finished off by Heung-min Son. And then the third goal by Heung-min Son. What a goal. What a finish. Cuts inside and unleashes a 20-yard curler into the back post. Keeper no chance. But Leicester did go up the other end and get a late consolation. It was never going to be more than a consolation. So it finished Tottenham Hotspur 1, Leicester City. Sorry, Tottenham Hotspur 3, Leicester City 1. The last game of the Sunday list was West Ham United v Arsenal. This is a game that I was at. First couple of minutes, I thought the first 20 minutes of that first half was dull and so boring. You know, both teams looked like they were struggling to put more than five passes together. I suppose Arsenal started off a little bit more sharper. They had two corners inside, let's say, 10 minutes. And then after the 25th, or after the 20th odd minute, or 25th odd minute, Arsenal had their noses in front. Swinging corner by Bukayo Saka. Rob Holding got up well, glanced it with a lot of power and accuracy to the back stick. 1-0 Arsenal. And then the game livened up, and West Ham livened up, and Arsenal invited the pressure onto themselves. And, you know, I think Ramsey had to make a great save by Declan Rice. And then right at the business end of the first half, we concede, and I was just not happy in the manner that we conceded it. I think it came from Nuno Tavares being very careless on the ball, and we ended up conceding a goal that we could have done without. We could have done with going to the interval 1-0 up at half time, but you know, sloppy play by the Arsenal and defending as well. And let's get the record straight. Aaron Ramsdale cannot be blamed for that goal. No way. It was a deflection of Gabriel dos Santos. Magalhaes passed his hand, and it was 1-1. Then second half came, and Arsenal were, they were a bit more bit on the front foot. They started off sharply, got a corner, taken by Bukayo Saka. I think it was half played by the West Ham defence. Gabriel Martinelli on the left-hand side whips in a swinging cross, and Gabriel dos Santos free header, square past Fabianski. Arsenal were 2-1 up, and the jubilation in the away end was electrifying. It was worth being there. However, Arsenal grinded out the result for 35 minutes. They had to dig deep, and it was nervy. Being an Arsenal fan, it was nervy. As a neutral, it was not a bad game to watch. For West Ham, they were going for the equaliser, and Arsenal didn't allow them that much space when West Ham got into the final third. However, Eddie Nketiah, who performed well for me that day, you know, he took the game to Kurt Zouma, closed him down, ran at him, and he forced Fabianski into 3 good saves, I believe. If I've got that wrong, drop it in the comment section below. Albert Sambi Lokonga came on and had a shot that went high and wide over the bar. Nevertheless, Arsenal did everything they can to show their personality and their mettle into clinging on to those 3 points. They finished West Ham United 1, Arsenal 2. The game on Monday night, Manchester United v Brentford. All in all, it was a controlled performance by Manchester United. Although in the first 10 minutes, you would say Brentford took the game to Manchester United and then created 1 or 2 openings up until the point where after the 20-odd minutes, let's say 5 minutes, but after the 10th minute, or just before the 10th minute, Man United were 1-0 up. Bruno Fernandes with the goal. And then in the second half, it was all Manchester United with another fine control performance. They were 2-0 up through Cristiano Ronaldo, and Rafa Varane got onto the score sheet, I believe. However, it was a comfortable 3 points for Manchester United and Brentford. I'm sure they're happy to. I'm sure they're happy to make sure that they're cemented their place in the Premier League for next season. So it finished Manchester United 3, Brentford 0. Right, that's the roundup done with. So all I need to say is, ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, I thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. As I always say, saving the best to last. I thank you so much for putting up with me. I'll be here again maybe later on with a review or talking about the transfers that goes on in the gossip column on the BBC Interactive. Until then, take care of your friends, take care of your families, take care of yourselves. Peace, love, and bless again, as always. Until next time, DLG repping. We'll definitely be talking again. So make sure you like, comment, share, and do subscribe, please. Do all of that for me. I'm out of here. Please just be nice.